Hey guys, Mr. Markcoos here, back with some MLO. I think it's episode number 8, if I'm correct. Anyway, here I am making these kits. You basically said, well, no, not everyone, but some of you were like, just take your time making the kits, and I actually did. It took quite a while. I was going for a lot of designs. It took me maybe like an hour, a couple hours making these kits because I was going through things. I was making it up as I was going along. Of course, I have no sponsors on the kits because there's no point doing sponsors. Sponsors just add to it all extra. So basically, I sort of had a nice little red kit for a white and red kit for the home kit. The away kit's just basically a sort of grey striped with black under a black top with grey stripes and the white Adidas sort of things on the side and two white stripes underneath. So relatively decent kits. I mean, I'm not really going out there to like try and make the kits as perfect as they can possibly be because it doesn't really matter that much because I'm the only one who sees them, of course. So going on to the goalkeeper kit, it's just a basic blue kit. I just made it as blue as I could, and I don't know why I made it blue. I think I was like, I was sitting there, I was like, well, I'm not going to make it black, I'm not going to make it like some ridiculous like orange or something, so blue it was. So blue it was. So into this now, and I went out and actually bought someone who some of you might recognise. I put Cornelius and Vidra on the favourites list, but I was looking for the players and I was like, oh my god, Raj Taral, one of the best players of the Markcoos Mafia last season, him on the right, and Baines or Mulgrew at left back, absolutely fantastic players, and I went ahead and bought him because he's an absolutely fantastic player. So I went out and bought him, 75 rated. He's better than Piccini and Pfizer Velen, so I ended up getting rid of Pfizer Velen in the end. And we go ahead, and we actually go ahead and play a one match for this episode, because you know how it is. If the episode goes over like 10 minutes long, there's no point really doing it because it just takes so long, because I have to talk for 10 minutes long, which is, it doesn't sound like a long time, but it is. So, went into the match, and basically Rashtrao is going to get his first start. Rashtrao, so good. I might have to just go ahead and like buy half the players I bought in the other one, like the likes of Stephen Fletcher. I was thinking about it. I thought, nah, I'll just get maybe a better striker than Stephen Fletcher because he's a relatively decent striker, but there are better strikers out there. Like Shane Long, for my opinion, is better than Stephen Fletcher, even though he's rated lower. So in this first match, I'm not really sure who you actually were playing against, but he didn't really have a good team. He didn't even have a rating, so it was going to be a relatively easy game was what I was expecting, because a lot of players sort of play the same sort of thing. They try the through ball, notice that it doesn't work, and then they don't really have a backup plan. Well, me, I have a lot of backup plans. So I can attack down the wings or attack right down the middle. So he kicked off, of course, being AC Milan, or being the copy of AC Milan. So it's a relatively decent game. This game actually was quite relatively decent. And the interesting thing about the MLO series especially is I don't know how many games. I'll try and get 2 games in each episode, but depending on the amount of goals and goal mouth action, it might only be 1 game, because of the fact that, like, of course, I could cut things out, but there's no point cutting things out. It makes it a bit more entertaining. But in this 10th minute, I get through with Didier Yakonan, get a shot weight, the keeper makes a very good save, or it's a relatively poor finish from me. I really should be scoring that, but I wasn't really too bored, really. But then it came to the first goal, and the first goal was actually scored by Holagu, because Galaska gets the ball, and look at that for a pass. Look at that, that's just through the defence, and one absolute beast finish. Now, I actually thought he was offside when I passed it, and I was like, well, might as well take the finish and see what happens. But like when Lysenthal made that thing there, when he basically just did not decide to save the ball, I thought, is it time that Lysenthal should move on? Because of course I have Lysenthal and Eva Gesic, both 68 rated goalkeepers, not really that good. So I think maybe my next buy will probably be a goalkeeper and a midfielder, and maybe a striker. I'm not really sure yet. Probably a goalie is probably going to be my best bet. Leave your comments in below if you want me to buy a good goalkeeper, because I'm not going to buy someone who's like 86 rated or something. I don't have the points for that, but I'll be able to buy like a keeper who's like at least 72, 73 rated. But again, we're getting some shots away just before the half-time whistle comes now, and I mean, like, we weren't dominating the game, I'm not going to say that, but we were playing well. Like, the stats show that we were playing well. 4 shots, 4 on target, 62 pass completion. He had better pass completion, I had slightly more possession, but he only had 2 shots in the game, so like, it wasn't too bad. I mean, like, he was getting some chances away here. Menandino for a great shot, Lysenthal for a very good save, and then McIntyre gets absolutely hacked to hell by Holagu. And I thought McIntyre was injured, but he's not. He was fine, because he's a beast of a Scottish person. He can just, like, he just lives forever. But nice little bit from Volum, gets the ball to Yakonan again. Yakonan gets a shot away. I should have kept running, maybe to get another touch forward, but I decided to go back. I'm not really sure why. But then this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Yakonan here skins past the player, okay? Is that a penalty? Is that a penalty? Yeah, the game gave a penalty. I'm not really sure that's a penalty, because that's not a penalty. in my personal opinion. He gets the ball, and I don't know. But yeah, I take the penalty. I shot it over the goalkeeper, so I was really fortunate that actually went in. And look at that, the crowd are going absolutely crazy. You can hear them all going, whistling because I'm holding possession of the ball. So realistic. Anyway, 68 minutes on the ball, just ran past about 4 players of Didier Icona, and like absolutely just like mind games, playing mind games with the with the opponent. And that was sort of like, it was pretty decent. Then it came to the last minutes of the match. He actually scores a really nice goal, nice little pass, and then gets Glasgow through on goal. And I was like, when he scored, I was like, fair do, mate. I clapped and everything. I actually made them, if you wanted to watch a replay, I tried to get him to watch it. You just press start, and that was it. So I was a bit disappointed because it was a really good goal. But in the last minutes of the injury time, I hit the post actually with Didier Icona, unfortunately for me. And that was really it. I mean, I do show like a bit more like the last like 2 seconds of the match as I foul in players and trying to stop him getting forward and whatnot. But he does actually get through here with Holigayu, and Volum's coming back, and I've read him absolutely fantastically. Glasgow's shot gets blocked. I think it's by Volum or Raj Taral, so I wasn't really too bothered. One of the beastie blondes which I have on that right hand side of my game plan. But then in the last minutes of the match, he hits the corner and Joe Jun clears it out. He comes to Glasgow. Glasgow just chips it forward to the Conan, and that was the final whistle. So 2-1. It's the end of the episode as well. Very sad to go. But 2-1, and look at that. I mean, 9 shots, 7 on target, 60 pass completion percentage. That's relatively decent considering that my players aren't that good. And I do a lot more dribbling than just keeping the ball. But Didier Icona got a 6.5 rating, man of the match. I went up by 9 points. He doesn't even have a rating for whatever reason. And I got 93 points, so I'm not really going to complain. So if you have enjoyed this episode of the Markcoos Mafia Math League Online MLO, then subscribe to my channel for more. And catch you later.